Oh God, I thank you for today. Thank you for bringing us here together for another conversation, another day. May you give us your wisdom. May you help us to do what you want us to do. I pray with these things in your name, I pray. Amen. Amen. Hey, everybody. Welcome, guys. It's good to see everybody who is joining me this evening. I am so grateful to be here today. And I really appreciate everything that is happening. God has been good. Ethiopia has been good. And a lot of good stuff, man, happening. And I couldn't be more grateful. Can you guys see me? I think today internet is not really good. Yes. All right, guys. I really appreciate you guys for stopping here. Well, today I'm going to be having someone else here. Let me just say this, guys. First of all, this was not planned. It was not planned. I know Pastor Ezra is going to be coming here for another session today because I know people have missed so much the conversation about Africa and all those stuff. So appreciate Biggie. So let me do this. Let me do this. Just a second. I want to see if I can fix that. Oh, today internet is not really good. Yeah, I don't know why the internet is not good here. All right, I'll just keep going as long as you guys see me. So I know Pastor Ezra will be coming back here with the team. We'll talk a lot about, Africa and all those stuff. This session was not planned, but it's necessary for me to have this session right now. I'm very excited, first of all, because I don't want to, say anything more because we're going to have this conversation with Ethiopian YouTuber. And this is what I would say to everybody out there, that if you see in the title, I say a conversation with an Ethiopian YouTuber, and then another word I said, support African YouTubers. So, so I am here. Yes, Kuru, you're right. I am here today. You guys have realized that I've been doing different conversation with YouTubers, across Africa, and we're gonna keep doing that as days goes on. But one of the reasons why we are doing this is because we want to bring awareness more to our YouTubers who are out there, whether they're famous or they're not famous, but it's something that, we always should do. Because if I am an African YouTuber and there's an African YouTuber, another African YouTuber there, we have to support one another. We have to make sure that we lift each other's up, because what we are doing pretty much the same thing in different ways. We have different content, but what we do is to advertise, is to lift Africa, and to support Africa. That's what we do. That's what we do. The other day I posted this video. All right, let me share with you guys, because I really need to share this with you guys. I need to be an example, when I talk about these things. I really need to be an example. So I'll show you this video that I shared the other day on my Twitter. It's right here. Let me share this with you guys. Just show you a little bit. Okay, this one. A lot of Africans doing the same thing, but I'm tired of seeing a lot of Africans doing. Yeah, okay, let me rewind again. I'm tired of seeing a lot of Africans doing the same thing, but they cannot work together. What the heck? It's a time to work together, man. Yes, we're doing the same thing actually in different ways. Some people are YouTubers. Some people are their own fashion companies. Some people, their own media. And man, I want to be an example for that. Right now, we are part. And now, hopefully, bringing together everybody together to have a united Africa. That's my role. That's my mission. That's what I've been called to do here on earth, to make sure that I see one Africa in my generation. Hashtag one Africa in our generation. Please continue to use that, because Africa is one big family with 54 different kids. That's what we do. That's what we do have. We have the same blood, African blood. We look different, but we share the same blood. We share the same land. And it's my privilege to share with my brothers and sisters from everywhere. It's my honor It's my honor to call you brother and to call you sister. It's my honor to be here in Ethiopia and to feel like home. Come on, internet. Don't do this to me. You can't do this to me right now. I'm on a session. I'm meeting people who they're just kind and amazing and loving. Sometimes I don't even want to go outside because I will meet people, the way they will greet me, the way they will hug me, the way they will address to me, and I'm feeling overwhelmed. I feel like, man, I have a lot to do, man. I haven't done anything yet. I haven't done anything yet. This is Africa we need. It's not about me, man. It's not about, I'll tell you this, guys. Man, sometimes I share my personal stories, but people, they connect with you when they know what is going on with you. That's why people, they don't connect with robots, because they're going to share their feelings. We need to connect. We need to know that at the end of the day, I'm just a normal human being, just a normal human being. I'm not special than you. We are all special in different ways. I believe that with everything I got in my blood. And I hope you do too. Because God, who created me, created you. I love that last part. I gotta repeat it a little bit. Do too. Because God, I love it. From just a normal human being. I'm not special than you. We are all special in different ways. I believe that with everything I got in my blood. And I hope you do too. Because God, who created me, created you. Come on, somebody. God is good all the time, and good is God. So what I said in this video, I say that I am tired of seeing Africans who are doing the same thing in different way. They're not cooperating. They're not collaborating together. I'm tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing that we have so many brilliant African mindset, African people who love, who they're doing an amazing work, but they just cannot do together. This is one of the biggest issues we have in Africa, man, and I'm going to talk about this, all right? I'm going to talk about this a little bit before having my guests here today. It's the biggest issue we have in Africa. We have to be an example. We have to work together. Creators, content creators, YouTubers, and social media influencers, they have a big role to unite Africa. If we're not going to bring all of them on the table, if we're not going to start reaching to one another, if we're not going to break that barrier, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we have this feeling that, you know what, I'm a YouTuber, you know, look at me. I have this kind of followers. You have those kind of followers. You know, I have this number. No, you know what? I'm not going to reach out to you. You know what? I'm not going to talk to you. If we have this kind of mindset, man, we're not going to go anywhere. We're just going to end up creating our names for ourselves, creating brands for ourselves, but Africa is always going to be down there. Africa needs to be beyond my name. It needs to be beyond your name. It needs to be beyond your brand. It needs to be beyond even your country, because Africa is big, is huge. And we have to let go of our pride. We have to let go of our status. We have to let go of our names and promote Africa. Promote one Africa, a united Africa. And doing that, it means, okay, me, I'm going to collaborate with you. And I'll tell you the truth, guys. Collaborating is not easy. That's why one Africa is not easy. Because everyone has a different behavior, has a different vision, has a different whatever. But you know what? We are doing that for Africa. It has to reach the time where we say that, you know what? I might not like you. I might not like the way you do your videos or whatever. But you know what? We are doing this for Africa. We are doing this for Africa. Thank you, Sadeka. Because God, who created me, created you. We are doing this for Africa. We might not even agree. We might not even like each other. Because, I mean, it's not, you don't have to like each other. But it'll be good if you like each other. But we want to bring our people together. Today, I'm going to have this conversation, you know, with Habesha Traveller, a local YouTuber from here, Ethiopia. Guys, if you haven't checked her out, please go and check her out. This is an amazing local YouTuber who is doing an amazing things, traveling different places in Ethiopia. Traveling in the countryside in Ethiopia. Let me show you guys here, okay? Let me show here her YouTube. I'm not here to advertise her YouTube. I am here to tell you guys, to show you an example. You know, the matter of the fact, I want all of you guys to go and to subscribe there. I want all of you guys to go subscribe there, because I will, like, this. Here's the thing. We are so stingy with numbers. We are so focused on money, and we even forget the bigger picture. The bigger picture is not about money. It's not about numbers. It's not about us, but it's about Africa. And if someone has a good content about Africa, about a certain country in Africa, why don't we support them? This is Habesha Traveller. If you guys have never seen her videos, if you haven't checked her out, please go and check it out. This is just an amazing girl who travel in the countryside and making contents about what? About Ethiopia. And I know she travels to another country. So many countries she already traveled, way farther than me. But if you go and you see what she does, if you go and you see her videos, then you're going to agree with me. If you go and you see what she shows, you're going to agree with me. Why don't we support her? And she's our own people. So it's Africa, we have to support African YouTubers. Let's go and do it. Let's go and do it, because I'll tell you the truth, man. I'm going to be, okay, this year, 2022, we have to be brutally honest with each other. I'm going to be brutally honest with you all. For me, I will see you guys, I will see you as a hypocrite if you support me and you don't support someone who actually is making content within your own country. I'll tell you the truth. This is not here, this place issue, but it is an issue of the entire continent of Africa. African countries, we are not supporting each other. Me, I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you, like, honestly, blankly. People who support me, they're not Tanzanians. And I'm sorry for my brothers and sisters in Tanzania. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry for my brothers and sisters in Tanzania, but we always, like, how can I say? In African countries, we do have people who support their own stuff, who, like, they don't really support you, but they're supporting something else, someone else. I have that issue. I cannot be too, like, I cannot open this too much because I need to be careful at the same time. But when we support our own people, whether in the country, in the continent, it's very, very, very important, because if we don't support each other, nobody can support. There are people, guys, there are people. We are doing different things in so many different ways. There are people who are playing a big role to represent their countries. There are people who they're playing a big role to unite the country within the country. There are people who are playing a big role to introduce the culture of a certain place to the country and to the world. It's about Africa. It's about Africa. If I go to Tanzania and I see a YouTuber who is talking about Tanzania, about certain things that I know that they're beautiful, that I know that this is something that it shows the pride of African person, then I will tell you guys to support them, because that person is representing that country. I know not everyone is going to be talking what I say. Not everyone is going to be standing like the way I stand. Not everyone is going to be talking about, you know what, guys, one Africa, not everyone. There are people who will do other things that represent that. At the end of the day, we need everybody on the table. We need everyone. You know, we need everyone. We need Wongel. We need Habesha. You know, we need Wodemaya. We need Tunachek. We need something there, someone there. We need everyone at the end of the day, because all of us will represent Africa. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm trying to promote here, or what I'm trying to say, I'm not saying about you have to support, you know, this person because of this, because of her tribe, because of her name, because of that. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that you guys We have to support our own creators. I'll tell you this. The content, I've went through the content of, Habesha Traveller and what she does. If you look at her content, it's pretty much the same content with other white men, other white people, other foreigners who are coming here in our countries, Africa, to do the same content. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you can see the support that we African, we are showing to the foreign YouTubers. Either they are white, either they are whatever, they are Asian. The support that Africans will give it to them, it's more than the support we give to our own people. Unless if you hit so many subscribers, then your people will start paying attention to you. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I'm saying this because I'm experienced the same thing back home. People who support me a lot, they're not Tanzanians. They're other people. They're other people. There are other people out there. Well, you guys do. I mean, do that research. Go on YouTube. Maybe some of you even support, some white YouTubers, some Asian YouTubers who are talking a lot of things about Africa, and it's good. They're talking about that. Oh, God bless you. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But man, we have Africa first. We need to start supporting our own people first. We need to start to elevate our own people first. Because I'm telling you, those people, they're the people who they're getting endorsement. They're people who are getting support. They're people who they've been even recognized by the governments of our own countries. But what about our own people who are doing the same thing within the country and supporting the countries? The other day, I was talking here with Wodemaya that he is struggling to go to another country because they cannot get visa. And I'm like, man, Africa is supposed to give a free pass to people like this because they're doing an amazing job to advertise Africa. And he's a YouTuber. There's how many white YouTubers you see, they go through pretty much all the countries in Africa and they went there. They didn't have any issue with visa. What about our own African YouTubers? Do you see where the problem is? We always blame those white people that, oh, they're racist, they're this, and us Africans, we're racist towards each other. We got to be honest with ourselves. I'm telling you, we got to be honest with ourselves. Some of you're watching this video, you haven't even subscribed. But if I go to your subscription, maybe you subscribe to somebody else there who looks different from me just because white and talking about Africa. We have to be honest with ourselves, man. We are not going to be able to see change. We're not going to receive healing if we're not honest with ourselves. Support African YouTubers. Do you know how much money it costs to make content that people are making? That day, I didn't even ask here, how much money he used to make his content, but it's a lot of money. Not only that, but small YouTubers who are doing a lot of good stuff. Do you know how much money it costs for them to make the content they're making? They will travel here, they will go there, will go there for the sake of making content. And these are local people. They're not making for the money. No, but they're making because they really love. It's like, it's my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Africa like this because I'm African and this is my continent. I want the best for Africa. And I'm talking about my own continent. I know I was born here. I have African blood. So these people, these content creators, they are Africans. When they talk about Kenya, they talk about Tanzania, they're talking about their own culture, their own nature. And we need to support them. But I'm telling you, you'll not see the same thing. You'll not see the same thing. The support that African YouTubers are getting, whether in their country or other country, is not the same as those other people who are coming from outside and making content in our continent. It's the same. We need to decolonize our mind. For you, if you support them and you support African YouTubers, I don't have an issue with you. I don't have an issue. Because we say Africa first. This is Africa first right now. Maybe you can say, they're making very interesting content, this and this. Maybe because you're not supporting African YouTubers and they don't know what else to do. Because they aimed their accounts to make content and there's no support. So I'm having this conversation because I'm playing my part. And you guys, 155 people you're watching here, you're playing your part. I know some of you might unsubscribe because you don't like what I say. God bless you. but we already promised to be brutally honest with each other in 2022, and I'm gonna be honest with you all, no matter what. So that is, you know, the little bit of introduction. I'm gonna bring her here just to have a conversation, because I'm here in Ethiopia right now. It would be strange if I'm not gonna connect with local YouTubers. And Habesha Traveller, she travels a lot of places here in Ethiopia, in different region, in the countryside and here and there. And I'm here, and I'm gonna be traveling soon. So this is the best way for me to connect, with the local YouTubers, as well as to learn, as well as to know different things, and to get to know one another. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, okay, allow me to welcome my friend Habesha Traveller. Habesha.
Hello.
First of all, I wanna know your real name. What is your real name?
My real name is Yodit. So in English, I think it's like Judith with J, but in Ethiopia is with Y. So it's Yodit.
Yodit. Yodit, it's great to have you here.
And it's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate for you coming here always, and I appreciate for what you do. I know we have met already, so this is like another time just we're meeting here on live stream.
Yes.
And I appreciate the content you make to introduce Africa and to introduce Ethiopia as well, to the world.
Thank you so much. Thank you for appreciating my work, because you know how hard it is to make a content and how hard it is to communicate it with people. So it's very nice when we see people who actually appreciate, and you actually know the struggle, because I mean, you're also a YouTuber. Who knows better our pain than each other, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I want to know this. How did you get to start doing what you're doing, and even giving yourself that name? Because your name is very specific of, one type of, let's say, region or people. How did you get to do that, to do what you're doing right now, and how did you get that name?
Okay, so about the name, I wanted it. I didn't want it to be my name, because I wanted to kind of include my community, and also because we are in our culture, traveling is not something that we do. And if we go somewhere and we think about travels, like people would just want to go to Europe or America, because that's what's sold to us. And even when we go there, it's not really like traveling. They will just go to a shops or to a mall, buy lots of stuff, and come back to Africa. So I wanted people to see, like people like me, to see themselves when they see me traveling, to say like, oh, like, she looks like me, and I'm also Habesha, and I can also be a traveler. And I made it like, I didn't make it Ethiopian Traveller, I made it Habesha Traveller, because Habesha is also Eritreans are also Habesha. So I wanted to make like the community a little bit bigger, but I also wanted it to be me. I am Habesha. So instead of saying Yodit, since I am Habesha, I said I am Habesha and a traveler. And the name kind of includes everyone.
Yeah. So do you think like everyone that follows you understands that or know that? Because some people, they might think that, what, I'm not Habesha, then I don't really want to be part of this.
I mean, people can see things in their own way, right? But I mean, your channel is Mika, right? So just because their name is not Mika, they're not going to say, since I'm not Mika, I'm not going to watch it, right?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, if they don't watch it because of the name, then I mean,
there's nothing you can do, because that is your vision. That's who you are, right? It's your vision, and you want to be yourself.
It's like saying African Traveller, but African Traveller already exists. The name already exists, so it can include everyone. But I don't want to say my name, so I said who I am. I am an Habesha woman, so it includes me. It describes who I am, and I am a traveler, so it's perfect.
You remind me of our channel here, Swahili Nation. I also had the same thing. Like I had some critics that, oh, why are you calling it Swahili? You know, when you say Swahili, people they think about only Tanzania and Kenya. I mean, why don't you call like Africa Nation or something? And I was like, it's just
But
Swahili Nation, right?
yeah, exactly. And you represent Swahili. So the channel is yours. So it has to somehow represent you. Just because you don't put, it's like, but they don't ask this type of question when it's your name.
Yeah.
Right? But
yeah, exactly.
I mean, this type of things you just have to.
So I want to make it clear to everybody who is listening to you today, the reason why you have that Habesha Travel is because of what you say, and it's not because you are doing that to categorize this one place that is right. Okay.
No, it's just because I am Habesha and it just represents me, and it happens to represent more people.
Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah. So I want to ask, why did you start making those videos of traveling? And especially because I've seen a lot of videos here in Ethiopia, going to countryside, mountains, and there's some pictures you showed me. Like, why those videos?
Well, the thing is, I lived a very long time abroad, and every time I was there, whatever things that we see about Africa is always like, you know, the hungry child with the fly going in his eye. And whenever they see Black people, or I would say I'm from Ethiopia, the comments are like, oh, you're hungry, you're this, you're that. But it's not their fault, because we didn't prepare something beautiful of our own country and show it to them. And, you know, so like, who is better to represent, or who's better to showcase our own thing than us? So while I was there, and I would have conversation with people, and I couldn't even find a video of coffee ceremony describing how Ethiopian coffee ceremony is made. So, and this and many more reasons. So I made this channel in a way like to show people how it is, you know, because they would come here and then they would see the countryside and they'll be like, oh, they're so poor, or they're so this, you know, but they don't really understand. So they only know their own environment and their own life, and they think like that environment and that life is the best life. So when they see the countryside in Africa, or they would see us living in huts or something, they think that means we are poor. But there is reasons why we live in those houses. There is reasons why we do things the way we do them. And unless we show it, saying that this is so beautiful, we do things this way because of this and this and this and that, they wouldn't understand. I mean, we also don't understand. I see a lots of people when they're, you know, showing Africa, they'll be like, oh, this is Africa also. And then they will show like a lots of shiny buildings. And like, it's not only huts. But for me, more than the shiny buildings, the huts are more beautiful. Because they don't have the huts. We do. We have the huts, and we have the buildings, and we have everything. So it's in a way to show that we as Africans, we as Ethiopians, we as our own culture, when we are so proud of it and we love it, that's when they can respect it and they can appreciate it. But if we are saying like only appreciating what they appreciate, that's when they can be like, oh, they're poor, it's dirty, it's this and that. You know, so like for me, I show even the prayers, the culture, even about Christianity. Like a lot of people will come and be like, oh, you took the white people's religion and you're showing it, but Ethiopia took Christianity way before the Romans, way before the Greeks, way before the English. It didn't even come from their continent. It came from the Middle East, just like the Islam. So it's kind of like these type of things, we have to show it in our own way, in our own beliefs, and because we see the beauty and they don't. So that's why I do this type of videos. I go to the countryside, I go to the tribes, and I try to live with the tribes. And then at the same time, I also do videos in the city. I also do videos in Europe. I also do videos in Asia, because also in our community, we have this thing that you are either a modern woman or like, you know, who dresses up like, you know, like a modern day person, or you're very traditional and very religious. but we don't know how to combine those two, because they are both us, because we live in the 20th century and we dress like this, but at the same time we still have our culture. And knowing how to put those two together and, you know, take them in harmony is very important. And that's why I show on my channel, maybe sometimes you will see a very modern videos of like the modern life, and then you will see in the countryside how people live in the farm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. Would you mind to tell us what is one misunderstanding that you think people they have about you, and you want them to understand it, like you want to correct that, like not really correct because nobody else, but what is one misunderstanding that you think like, okay, I think I need to address this because this is not how the way it is, this is how it is.
Yeah. Well, the first one is when it comes to the language. So I do the videos in English, and lots of people have a problem with it because they want me to do it in Amharic. But doing it in Amharic is shooting myself in the leg and just making my audience very short and making it just for Ethiopians. And my whole thing is to introduce us to the world. So in order to introduce us to the world, I have to be able to speak in a language where people can understand. And if I was only doing my show in Amharic, I wouldn't be able to have this conversation with you right now and introduce my culture, my travels, my journey to other people, and collaborate with other Africans, collaborate with other Asians or Europeans or whomever is there. Because at the end of the day, what we want to do is show our culture and our beauty. And, you know, like at the end of the day, we just want to show that it's not always bad. And just showing it to our people in my own language, something that they already know, it makes no sense, you know? That's one thing. Yeah.
Another thing?
Another thing, and now I can't remember, what was it?
By the way, I've never seen you this serious. I think you're very serious right now.
I'm very serious right now. I'm always like, woo, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to put like, you know, serious face for your channel.
No. You be free, please.
Yeah, but it's also because
serious because of what I address.
Yeah, because I think it's also because we're talking about serious matters, and that sometimes to connect with people. And another one is another problem is that maybe people will see my videos from the countryside, and they only watch my videos from the countryside.
Look at this. Look at this. This is Ethiopia, right? Where is this area, by the way?
This is in Tana, in the north, in Amara region, and Bahar Dar.
Dang, that's beautiful, man.
It's very beautiful. And this is like in the summer. Like imagine in the winter, it's more green, full of water. It's very beautiful. This is a monastery that I took my grandmother because she was going to become a nun. Because when you reach a certain age, you kind of, you know, do this ceremony to become a nun, because you're living the, you know, like the modern world, and you want to become a nun and be reborn again so you can leave blessings to the next generation. So it's kind of very beautiful. Yeah.
This is beautiful.
You see, like we're washing ourselves here in the river, and we're doing everything like just pure village, pure everything, you know. But the thing is,
you're naked there. Do I need to stop this?
No need. It's okay.
This is
we got the rock covering me.
All right, that's beautiful.
Do I need to stop this? He says.
Wow, you're very free with yourself, man.
Yeah, I'm very free, because here's the thing. People will see this type of videos, right, in the countryside, how we live. You cut it. It's okay. There is no nakedness. Don't worry. It's all covered.
So you guys, if you want, you can go to watch it on Habesha Traveller. We gotta leave some stuff for them to watch, right? Okay.
So wait, some people will see the countryside, like right here, for example, like this is very organic. I'm just bathing myself in the river with a muddy water, right? They would see this and they love the countryside life and they love everything. But the moment I go to a more modern place, it could be a swimming pool, it can be somewhere in Europe. And if they see me in a bikini or they see it's modern, I get all the backlashes, you know? Like it's all like, nah, you're doing this, you're Ethiopian, you shouldn't do this. This is not our culture. I'm like, darling, in our culture, we don't have underwear. Like we wash ourselves in the river without nothing. But in the swimming pool, I am wearing a bikini. Like, what are you talking about? You know, like sometimes.
No, I remember I saw even this this video that Wodemaya did of one of the tribe in is it Namibia? They were basically naked.
It's naked.
They didn't have anything. And that is part of our culture. Some of our culture here, they don't have clothes. They just completely naked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Not only that, but even in South Africa, there's one tribe that they actually do that. They dance naked, and they had that ceremony in. I did the reaction video here, and man, it drives me crazy because I saw a lot of stuff there, and I was like, man, God have mercy on me. I've seen a lot of
you can see also my channel. It's a Hammer tribe. I went and I lived with them there in their tribe, and I was dressed like them, like they don't wear anything.
I can bring you back now.
You're bringing me back. You passed that.
Oh yeah, I had to.
Yeah. Maybe you can bring, like, because we're talking about this, you can bring like the video of the Hammer tribe, like where they're like very traditional, the hairstyle and everything is like the Hebrew tribe. It's similar. And when I was there, you know, like I was dressed like them. I wasn't wearing anything. Like I was like, I did everything the way they were. And they don't even shower for some time. Like, and I didn't shower to the day I arrived there as well, just to live as pure as them as possible. And I was eating, drinking whatever they're eating and drinking. I did my hair like them. I even got a haircut there. Like they cut my hair with a knife. It was so beautiful.
That's what wait. That's what I'm saying. That guys, that's why I'm saying that you guys, we have to support our local YouTubers, because what you go through, you will never find anyone, any white man or whatever do or woman do those kind of things, because some of them, yes, they do that, but they do that just for for the content, you know what I'm saying, to get something out of it. But if you find the local African, your local people actually doing that, go through that, you have no man, it's it's uncomfortable not taking shower a lot of days, right? But that it's
very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a culture of other people, and when you see a local man or a local woman do that with people, because it's part of who she is or who we are, then we have got to appreciate that. We have got to join our hands and to support that. Please, I'm sorry for cutting you down.
No, you're absolutely right. And sometimes, like, and I did that video, and those type of videos, they're not monetized, but I don't care, because it's mostly, I just want to show the culture, because whenever I see the white people's posts about this particular tribe, it's just like, the bull jumping, and then, there are people, wild people in the desert, just going around naked, and that's it. Like, they don't go deep, and they don't tell you like what type of thing that they use for their hair, why they use it, why they don't shower, or what they use to cleanse themselves, like these type of details and their way of life, and they don't show it to you, and how beautiful it is. So that's why, like, I go into details so people can actually appreciate and try to understand them, because mostly what we try to do is, and instead of putting ourselves in their shoes, we try to be, we know everything, and we try to change them, and instead of try to learn something from them. Because when I went there, I actually learned so much stuff from them than I could teach them.
Okay.
So
in that case, let me ask you this question. So we have all this, our beautiful culture that we have, and we were having this conversation the other day. And then we have, I don't know if we can talk this, but we have, it's brutally honest. Here in Swahili Nation Network, One Africa 2022, we have one policy. You said that we have to be brutally honest with ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So, but we have a lot of tourists visiting these places.
Yeah.
Right? We have a tourist who visiting this place, but there's something is changing every time we have that. I've seen that in my country, right? I'm not saying that we should not have tourists. I'm saying no, it's very important for us to have tourists. Yeah, they're coming to learn our culture, but they're not coming to change our culture. That's where we have to put a line that, all right, you guys are coming to visit to see how we live, but please don't change our culture.
Yeah.
You value it, you appreciate it, but we need to have a system that can prevent these people from changing. And from your experience, you've been in so many places, you've seen a lot of tourists visiting there. What is one thing that you have seen that, man, this is an issue, this is a problem, and we need to deal with this? Because I've been in those places. Yes.
I mean, it's something that we talked about the other day, right? So it's basically tourism is really good because it brings in money and it's good for the economy and all that good stuff. But it's also a death to culture and history and all of this good stuff. Because like I said earlier, when we go to these places, we go because we live in apartments and we live like, you know, the modern life, whatever, that's what we're used to. We think that's perfect. We think having a car and we think having all of this stuff is being rich and being a comfortable life. So when we go to these tribes, we go with this mentality, and then we try, when we see them like naked or with their goats or with their farms or whatever, we think they're poor. So we think we are helping. So we try to invoke our own point of views or giving them some type of stuff. For example, in the South now, it's very difficult for me. Like sometimes it's not organic for me. So if I don't feel it's organic, I don't make a video about it. If I feel really good connection with the people, I make a video about it. Because some places in the South, they're so used to having tourists that they just wait for the tourists to come and then they'll wear their traditional clothes. And then the moment the tourists leave, they put on their clothes. That's because they got so used to having tourists. And the tourists will go, they'll give them some candy for the children, they give some pens, and they give something. So the kids, automatically, they're like, okay, when the tourists come, they'll give us money. So we're not going to work in the farm. We're not going to work helping our parents doing whatever chore there needs to be done. So the kids, they become basically beggars. Yeah. So, and then you kind of change the dynamic of the society, because they just wait for tourists, and then it's like they basically pull you, and you can't really walk around and you can't really enjoy even as a tourist. So when we go to these type of places, for me, I think we have to be very cautious on how we interact with the people. If you can, don't give anything to any children, especially. If you want to support, you talk to the guide, and then you be like, I want to support this community. And then you just give some type of money or whatever it is to a family member, to an elder, you know, or to some orphanage. Because most of these kids that you see, you think are poor, are kids of farmers. They actually have farms, they have land, they have animals. They're richer than you. But in your own mind, in our own mind, when we go from the city, because, you know, like we look like this, we think we're better. And we think we live better. But whenever I go, I'm actually the poor one, because I don't have any land. I don't have any goats. I don't own even a plastic cup. This is what I own. That's it. My bag and the, you know, this. That's it. That's what's on me. That's it. You know,
and you don't have even a house.
No,
I don't have a house too. I don't have a house too, so we share that.
I'm basically homeless. So who am I?
Same to me.
Say, you know,
I'm living with my friends. They took me in.
Exactly. You know, like who am I to say? I go and to say like, oh, you know, this is not the way to live. Here's something. And then with you giving just one pen, you actually just completely changed this child mindset. And instead of working in this beautiful farm and helping his parents, he's going to be out there in the city or just going around where the tourists are just to beg for money. So we have to be very careful when we go. And especially like if you go to these places, maybe with tribals, for me, I say go naked or go home, you know?
Somebody's scaring me here. I'm loving this video here. I'm sorry.
I know.
It's like this. It reminds me a story from the Bible when, you know, when when who is this guy was going to sacrifice his son.
Was it Anna?
This what was his name? I forgot. It was Abraham. It was, who was that? It's like, yeah, it's like they're going to sacrifice you somewhere. It reminded me of that story, but but this is love. You see, this is how people they live in a countryside. It's all love. There's no boat, there's no something, but they carry you from one place to another. Man, look at this.
He didn't want us to be with water, to touch water, so he carried us, and he let us pass. You know.
You know, if I get a chance to go there, I will carry him. I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna carry you.
And then the next one he carries you.
But let me tell you this, Habesha Traveller. I will tell you this why I'm having this interview with you today. I mean this conversation. So I didn't tell you this. You don't know this. So let me stop this first so that I can draw attention to what we are saying. I did tell you this, but I'll tell you why I'm having this conversation with you. I'm having this conversation with you today because of yesterday. So there's something you said yesterday, and I didn't say anything. I was quiet. But when you said that, that's when I knew that no, this girl, she is genuine and she's amazing. And that's why I'm having this conversation with you. I'm not having conversation with everyone, but there's something that I saw in you. And it was because of what you say. You said you went somewhere, you visited one of the region, and you know, some kids, I don't know, it's kind of like they were prepared to welcome you when you got there, right? So that you can give money, all those stuff. You have a footage of that event and everything that has happened, but you haven't released them yet because you feel like it's not genuine. It's just something that people are acting, and you wanna capture the moments that are real, not for entertainment or not just for acting or for making look this and this. And that's the reason why you still have those footage, but you didn't release them. And I was shocked because I asked myself the same question. I say, will I do the same thing? And I realized that no, I wouldn't do that. I would still go to release it. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to release it for people to see it. Maybe I'll make something out of this. I spend a lot of money. I spend a lot of time to do this. When you say that, I realize that, oh, you're a better person than I am. In that fact. And because of that, I stay quiet. I stay silent. I didn't say anything because I was looking myself inside, and then I realized there's something big to learn here. So tell us a little bit about that, because these are things that people, they don't know about you. They don't know that you have a footage that they're inside. You're not releasing them just because they're not authentic. Tell us about it.
Because for me, like I said, I want to show my culture, my experience with people. And I want it to be a real reaction, like a real connection. Even when I went to Hammer, I didn't tell them I was a tourist or I was a content creator. I just told them I work in this hotel and then I'm just here. So they actually thought I just live there and I work in the hotel, a cleaning lady. So I just kind of went into their home and I lived with them, and the connection that I had with them was a real connection. So, but after that trip, we went to another tribe. But in that tribe, basically, they know there's a tourist coming. So they just put on the colors. Like, you know, they paint themselves and they put all these things and then they wait for you. That's why I mean, like, it has to be organic. But a lot of tourists go and give them money. So they're so used to that. They just wait. They took off all the modern clothes that they had. They put that on. And they're waiting in the streets, and like they're just pulling me to take a picture of them, to take a video of them, and then to give them money. So I just said, like, you know what, just give them money. I don't want picture. I don't want videos. Like, I did take like my experience there, but I didn't want to release it because it's not something that I want to introduce. It's not something, I don't want to tell people to go there and to have this experience because it's not organic. It's not real, you know? And that's why when we were speaking with my friend, like she said, like, they should have more, you know, they should be more supported and more organized. But when it's more organized, it's like a theater, you know, like you go to a movie and you watch a movie. It's all prepared for you. But for me, I like to experience the real deal, the real thing, like how their culture is and how they treat people, just because that's just how they are, not because they're prepared for me, because I'm going to give them money, you know? So that video, even in that moment, I just didn't consider it. I took it, but I knew in that moment, the moment I saw them, that it was prepared. I knew that is not something I would show. That's not something that I didn't even want to look at it after I left. I didn't even. So man, there somewhere, but it's never gonna come out.
That's for real, Habesha. That's very for me, it really touched me. That story yesterday when you said that, and also at the same time I was really hurt because as we say here, our mission here, if I can tell you our mission here, let me share with you and everybody who is joining here. This is our mission: to defend the image and heritage of Africa, this is what you are doing, defending the image and heritage of Africa, to decolonize the mind through authentic knowledge and create a bridge for oneness and a peaceful Africa. Because we are fighting here for one Africa, we're fighting for united Africa, reminding people that we are one. We should be united. We should forget about all these things. So one of the things that it hurts me from this story, what you're saying, is how our people from the countryside, who actually they're doing way better. The style of lives, how they live, is how we used to live back in the days, all of us. These were our lives, eating organic food, living this kind of life. I'm not saying that we should go back there, but what I'm saying is this is the real, if you want to enjoy and experience the real African culture, you have to go to the countryside. There's still a beautiness in our culture, but you have people like tourists, I'm not blaming them again, guys, who are coming and actually changing all this stuff, but also that because there's a part to blame in our own side, right? Because there's a part to blame. You say something yesterday that was really important, and I think you should say it again. You said about all these people who are living in the countryside, they're living pure life, they're living an amazing life. You say that, why don't we invest on them? Why don't we give them education? Because they have skills. There are things that they do well. There are things that, why don't the government or African government invest on them, helping them to develop their skills, to continue to preserve the culture, to continue to do what they've always been doing? Because actually, a huge part of our products and food we eat, it comes from the countryside. These people are actually feeding the countries. They're very important, and we disregard that a lot of time. What would you say about that?
Well, absolutely. But it's also when it comes from going back to the thing, I also if there's some guides here watching this, it's also, I blame the guides, because as a guide, you are the one, as a tourist, you don't know, because you're working your life away, and then you have your 15 days vacation, and then you have your money. So when you see, children that look poor, you want to give something because you don't have any idea of what's happening. But the local guides, they know who these kids are. The local guides know the community. The local guides know everything. So I think if the local guides, before they even take the tourist inside to the community, they can say, okay, these are the things that we're going to this place. Don't do this, 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 and this. And if you want to support the community, we have, there are farmers, so we're going to help them buy a tractor. So you can put a donation for this. And then we can support these farmers on, giving them a tractor. Or if it is a way of to make, any type of thing, how to help them. For example, in this video you're seeing is there is this plant called umboch, and it ate all of the lake. It ate all of the lake. So it will be amazing if we can organize to help these farmers, because instead of farming now, they have to take out this plant, farm, put their seeds, take out this, and then in the winter, the water takes their house. So they go through so much in this village. So what can we do? And instead of giving some candy and some pens and some money to the kids and ruining their childhood and their rest of their life, we can actually, with the guides or with the community, I don't even expect governments to do anything. Waiting for a government to do something, it's like waiting, I don't know, for a miracle. because it doesn't happen, because there's so many bureaucracies and paperwork and whatever. But just as like, just even the tourists that come, if the guides can organize, you can change so much. Like as individuals, we can do so much. Even me with my tiny little channel that I have, I know I'm making some type of an impact. It doesn't matter if it is in one person or two. I know I can make an impact. So
I'm telling you, it's a big channel, more than those 1 million subscribers we see outside of, those I don't want to sound like I'm hating on them, but you're doing an amazing job, and this is not small, right? You're making content. Let me say this, like the content you're making, a lot of people, they're not interested in, especially us as Africans, because most of the time we want to be entertained. We want just entertainment, right? To see maybe white men talking about our culture or whatever. But the videos you're making, it shows the genuinity of who you are and what you want to show the world. That we cannot just sit here and feel ashamed of our own culture, that, oh, I don't want to show countryside. We cannot be those kind of people. We have to be people who we are proud of what we have, because this is who we are. This is where we came from. Yes, we have all these like beautiful rooms you see here, beautiful lights and lightning and everything. But man, you have no idea, man. I want to be in the countryside like that and do this live stream, but I can't do because probably there's no internet. But this is who we are. Yeah. And this is us. So your channel and what you're doing is, I'm telling you, like Africans, that's why we're here today, because we need to start supporting things like this, because this is our own things.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Sometimes you just say it so well that I just, Anyway.
No, it's good. I love it. I love your passion. I love the way you're like, we understand each other because we're trying so hard, but it's kind of difficult to make everybody understand. And I want to make the videos as well. Whenever I make the videos, I want them to be educational, but at the same time entertaining, because I want to entertain you while I'm educating you subconsciously. Because when you, like, for me, I do it, I go and I do it. And when you see the video, you're seeing me doing it. So, but inside, I'm creating something in you so you can want to do it, because it's like subconscious marketing. Because if I tell you, go to the countryside, help the people, do this, do that, then nobody wants to buy, because who wants to buy when you're just selling to them? But if you go and you do it yourself and you show that how much you enjoy it and how beautiful everything is, that's when people wants to buy. So that's why I go to all of these places. It doesn't matter. Like this place now, it's a monastery on top of a mountain surrounded by a lake. And after the transport dropped us, we walked for 2.5 hours to get to it. Like my grandmother, me, the priest, like in the burning sun. So this whole thing, and I'm filming, we're talking, we're going. It's just super fun. And when we arrive to the top, there's no electricity, there's no network, there's no nothing. You just pray and you eat very humble food because it's a monastery. And it's an amazing experience. And this type of experience in the modern world that we think is so fabulous and so fantastic, they don't have buildings and all of this internet and television and all of this modern luxury stuff. We have.
Look at this. This is paradise. No, this is paradise. Look at this. Do you need long buildings in this place? I don't need that, because you're going to destroy this beautiful place like this. Man, look, this is paradise. If you go to the countries of other people there, they said this, look at this. This is perfect. It's well, man, it's perfect. And some people, they go to other countries to watch things like this. Yeah. And we have here in Africa, Habesha, I'm a nature guy. I've always been saying that. I've always said that I'm going to build my house somewhere outside of the city because I don't really want to live in the city. And Habesha, let me tell you this. If you allow me, I would love to go on a trip with you. We need to make something like this. I cannot leave this place without doing, of course, there's so many programs we are going to do it, but I wanna go with you, Habesha Traveller.
It will be amazing. It will be my pleasure.
And then we're bringing content here. You're going to upload on your channel. I'm going to upload on my channel as well. We're bringing to people to show the beautiful. Man, I cannot. But please.
I love it. I love it. I love your passion. I mean,
please, Habesha, don't bring me to a place where we have to get naked, because honestly, for that, you will excuse me, please. I love our culture, but, you know, I love our culture, guys. But
you can wear your clothes and wash in the river, no problem.
I'm not ready to do that because I'm serving it for my wife.
Ooh la la. Future wifey, you're listening to this? You're like, nobody's seeing this fine stuff. Just my wife.
Okay. But guys, look at this picture. Habesha, I want to take this opportunity to thank you, to appreciate you for this.
Thank you.
Because this is beautiful, and this is Africa. And you guys who are watching here, we have 266 people. Go and support Habesha Traveller. I don't know why Africans, we do the same thing, but we don't support each other. But this is the time to do it. So you, whatever you are coming from, support it. You know, we have been sharing this thing. I've been sharing with you guys for a long time. It happens almost everywhere.
Yeah.
If you ask YouTubers who are doing work, most of the time they're not appreciated, especially where they're coming from.
Yep.
Where they're coming from, there's not much appreciation. They just criticism, and they're waiting until you get somewhere, and then they start, oh yes, she's from here, he's from here. But guys, it's a time to support our own. Habesha, continue. I'm sorry, continue.
I absolutely agree with you. I don't understand why we do that. We don't support our own. My biggest supporters, I mean, I have lots of supporters from Ethiopia as well, but we don't support each other, and I think that's a very big problem. And when you reach the top of the top, that's when people recognize you, or when you die. So if I die, I mean,
I'm not gonna see your comments, guys.
You know, who cares? I'm dead. Like, what the hell? Doesn't matter how many candles and flowers you put for me. Support me while I'm alive, you know, while I'm doing the work, while I'm representing you, while I'm going to all of these places, spending my own money. Because for me, I work my ass off, and then the money that I make, I'm spending it all on this channel, going to these places, making this content. I barely sleep. I sleep like 2 hours a day, because making a travel content is very difficult. You know, it's very difficult, because you are making different clips from different places, from different days, and then you have to put those together and make a story about it, make it entertaining and at the same time interesting and educational. So it takes so much time. And in order to do that, since I am the one who's sponsoring myself, filming, editing, promoting, and posting, sleep is not an option. So
exactly,
this is used to be like this. Now I have a huge bag I can take to the supermarket.
You know, Habesha, what I would say, is this. This is one of the, if you'll allow me to, you know, to say something, I'll tell you this, right? That we need more Africans who can do, I mean, what you do about Africa. About Africa. I'm saying this again, about Africa, because Africa is a big continent. It's a huge continent. And I always say this, Africa is one family with 54 children. Yeah. It's one big family. Now I'm saying one big family with 55 children, because that 5 is like diaspora, people in Caribbean, in Jamaica, in all these places. That is just one, that one 55. That's what I'm saying, 55. So there's a lot of people who are making content about the world, about all these famous places you can go to, wherever. Like always, people they do that. They make it. Even their own people they do. They have so many stuff always talk about that. But when you find it's important for Africans to show our pride with things we have, and that's what you're showing here in your videos, showing this local stuff. Africa, like you're going to this and this. Man, we have 54 countries. Do you know how many countries you need to visit to show this? And every country you go, they have some things in common, but they still have something different. They have something unique. Like you can come to Tanzania, go to countryside, you find things like this, but it'll be unique. You find something else, you learn. And that's the same thing in so many like countries we have in Africa. If we have not just one Habesha Traveller, there's a lot of people coming out. If we have a lot of us, feed internet with Africa.
Yeah.
Feed internet with Africa. It doesn't matter whether you're in the US, you open up, you see, okay, there's an African video, okay, another African video. Like, oh, you have the list of 100 videos and all of these are African travelers. They're introducing Africa. That's how we change. That's how we change and we defend the image and the heritage of Africa. Because all these countries, when you want to find about the US, you find everything on YouTube because everybody made about that. What about Africa?
I have to say something with this because I do agree when it comes to making contents about Africa. Of course, we're African. Who's going to represent us better than us? Nobody. But there are two things.
Yes.
That I wouldn't neglect visit, because like whenever I make videos about that's not Africa, when I'm in Europe, I make a video about Europe or something, I get backlashes and people are like, no, you should only make videos about Africa. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. If we want to change, we are trying to change our image that these people see is just hunger and whatever, right? So when you want to change people's mind, you also have to involve them. Because if I'm talking only about me, I'm listening to me only.
Exactly.
The other person is not going to listen to me. So when I went to Poland, I make a video about Poland. So the Polish people came to see what a foreigner is saying about their country.
Exactly.
And then after they watch that video, when they click the next video is about my country. So this way you created this connection between these two countries. Yeah. So it's like subconsciously you're bringing in people. But when I make European videos or any other country videos, people don't like it. They don't watch it. They're like, oh, this is not a countryside video from Ethiopia, so we don't watch it. I'm like, but if you talk about only you, nobody will listen to you. Like you're just talking to yourself. So in order to understand in order for others to understand you, you have to be open to understand them as well. Then that's when you create connection. And the second thing is that I personally want to travel to every country in the world because I am a traveler. Especially, I want to travel every part of Africa. But here's the thing. Africa is really expensive and it's not made for tourists. It's made for tourists that are foreigners. So when you try to go and visit our own continent, we face visa problems, money problems, because it's extremely expensive because they make everything prepared for, like the retired German or English people who have lots of money and they want to be comfortable because they're old people, and they have lots of money because they saved their life away. So it's like, it's kind of not comfortable. And on top of that, we don't support each other. So people don't watch our videos. So we don't make really that much money. So it's kind of like we want to do more, but we are kind of tight. Our hands are tied. So at least if there are people like supporting us, like watching our videos, it doesn't matter what we make. If you support me, like I get messages on Instagram, they say like, I really love your channel, but I only watch the countryside video. Then you're not my supporter because you're only supporting yourself just with things that entertain you only. Because if you really support me, you watch every video, this way the channel grows. The more the channel grows, the more people see it, the more money I make, the more things that I can do. Because right now, like I make very small amounts of money from YouTube. So I have to make my money somewhere else. I have to work somewhere else, make that money, and spend all that money here. So when we support a content creator, we have to support and watch every video, because for me, when I do every video, they all have a hidden message. They all have something that we can learn from it. You might think it's something simple, but I'm teaching you something that I learned from this space. But I do it in a subconscious way, so that I don't look like your grandmother telling you this, you know. So every video has its own message. It doesn't matter from which country that I do it. And also, when I go to places, like for example, I was in Estonia, and people are like super surprised because I am not there, because they're used to seeing immigrants, you know, they're used to seeing people living there just because, you know, they wanted to leave Africa and they're refugees there or something. But being an African and going to places just to visit and just to make videos, do you know how powerful that is? That is super powerful. And they like, I think we as an African should be proud. Yeah, you know, she's going to these places representing us, you know, doing all these things. She's just making documentaries, and she's not there looking for nothing from you. That also should make us really happy, because yes, we're African, but we're representing Africa anywhere that we go.
Yes. You say this is the reason why I raised this point, because me personally, I understand why you're doing what you're doing, but the reason for me to raise this point is because I know that there are people who do not understand why you're doing. For example, if you were, for me, I'm honest, if you were somebody that you only make, you know, those videos outside the country here and there, oh, you show this kind of expensive life and this and that, and then you're not making anything about where you're coming from, about your culture, about your people, I would have my critics towards you. And I would say that this is what I think you should do this and this, because this is what people think. They think you're showing off and everything. But the fact that in your channel you can find two different like side of the coin, because you have this tail and head, right? You show that, okay, this is where I'm from, this is the life, and I am traveler. I'm traveling here. I represent my people. I represent my culture, and I'm going here. I want people to see, you know, also how the life it is right here. In a way, you're drawing also the audience from outside to watch your videos, which they're talking about their country. And they're not just going to watch your video. They'll end up watching other videos as well, because people, they're connected with people. They're not just connected with video, but they see you, they listen to you, they hear you, and they're connected with you. Then whatever you upload on channel, they're going to watch it because you are there on that YouTube, on that video.
Exactly.
It's the same thing that, you know, back in the days happened to me, you know, when I was in South Korea, right? Because I made a lot of videos there and all the stuff and showing this and that and this and that. That helps to connect all these two different words. Because in the way, when we say bridge, we create a bridge for oneness and a peaceful Africa. We are the bridge, and that is the bridge we are creating. Our hope is to one day to see all these foreigners, all these people who they're exploiting Africa, or they don't care about Africa, actually see Africa in a different way. Coming here, not just to tour for the sake of taking pictures and but coming here because they love this place. Coming here because you know they want to be part of the history. They want to be part of the beautiful thing that is happening in Africa, right? Not just coming here, take some selfie and go to ask for donations and, oh guys, I started this foundation. I want to help these people from the village and this and that. Man, that's not the image you want to have.
No, it's not. But it's also because, you know, I was telling you earlier, even we have to start from us, meaning that we have to start loving ourselves. We have to start appreciating our own thing. Like I told you earlier, that I was watching on TV when I come home to visit my family, or when I'm coming back home, I see on TV like the way they're showing the shows when it's a holiday or Christmas or whatever. It's more like the Western thing, or like it's basically like bringing like the American thing here. And if we're only loving that and thinking that's like the best way, and you're doing this to your own, we're gonna have identity crisis, and that's why we have problems, because we don't know our own culture, we don't know our own people, we don't know our own thing. So because we're trying to reach for that, and then we can't really, you know, catch it, because it's also not our own thing. We don't really understand it. We didn't grow up with it. We only saw it on TV, but we are trying to be that. But while we're doing that, we're leaving our real thing and putting it under the rug. So that's forgotten. So in the middle, what happens is you become lost, and you face identity crisis. So it's very easy for whomever to come and feed us whatever they want to feed us. And then you agree, because, you know, they said it to you. So it must be true, you know, because now you can't even contradict it, because you left yours a long time ago. And now nobody knows about that, because you killed that culture. So you don't have nothing even to compare with it. So even like today, look, I put, because I'm afraid of needles, so I'm not going to do a tattoo. So this is a henna. So you see, like I have a henna here on my neck. Let me see if you can see properly. You see? And then I have this. So this is the way how my grandmother's tattoo looks like. And I did it because I want to represent the culture, because my grandmother has it, and she did it when she was in the countryside. And this is also like from the countryside in the north, the women put this. And there's two reasons for it. One of them is for beauty, because it looks nice. And the second part is that there is this disease called goitom, and it's like it makes the neck swollen. So to heal it, they put the medicine in the ink, and then they tattoo it. So this way, the medicine is in the neck, and then the disease goes away, but you are left with a beautiful head, you know, like a tattoo. But what happens is that when those women come to the city people make fun of them, and they call them like you know, like backwards, not modern, like you're ugly, like what is this, you know? So they shame them so much. But here we are putting a tattoo here of a skull, and a flower, and a fire, and some guy fighting, whatever ugly shit we put on our body. And then that's beautiful, because it's modern, because we saw it on Fast and Furious on Vin Diesel, you know? But we shame these women because they put their own traditional thing. So for me, what I do is like, I am a modern woman, and I am confident with myself. I don't care. So I put this to represent them. I do it to represent them. And once in a while, I do this, and I put it with the modern clothes or with the traditional clothes. And the other day, even they saw me, so they put me in a fashion show. And I did even a fashion show and a photo shoot and everything with it, because so this way you're making the culture kind of cool. You know, even when I go traveling outside of Ethiopia, when I was in Paris, when I was everywhere, I always take my traditional clothes, and then I put on my traditional clothes and take a picture in a very historical site or in a beautiful place, because this way then you make it a little bit more, you know, international, make it cool. Like for me, I don't wear here. What happened to us now is like we only wear our traditional clothes when it's like a holiday, you know, or when there's a special occasion. For me, I wear it sometimes because it's a Wednesday, you know. I go into my closet and I'm like, you know, I feel like wearing it, and I do it. Especially when I'm traveling, that's basically what I wear. So, but I'm glad, because now I'm seeing people doing it, you know, like I see people doing it, people taking a picture with it, taking a posting, tagging me with it. So the impact there is, we just have to put all of us like our part.
Let me ask you this question. I know we already talked about this. We talked this off the camera when we were just connecting. By the way, guys, we didn't even there were no plan to do this. Wait. Yeah. Can you tell people, because I'm talking too much, tell people how this came to pass, like why we're doing this live stream? Did you have a plan? How did it happen? Can you tell?
Okay, what happened was we were just having dinner and we were talking about this, and I posted a video of us together on TikTok, and then everybody on the comments were like telling me to take care of him, to be nice to him, that they're a super fan of his, and everything.
Do that.
And none of
Thank
them
you guys for the
are,
love.
yeah, and none of them are my followers, and none of them like my videos. They don't know anything about me, but they were super supportive of Mika, which I'm very happy for you. But that made me notice that, I mean, I already noticed this, but that made me even notice more that my people support a foreigner rather than their own people. And then we started talking about this, and Mika said, oh my God, this happens the same way to me in Tanzania. And I thought it was only me in Tanzania. And I said, no, this happens to me too. Because, you know, like I work, my followers always say, like, you should have millions of subscribers by now. Like, we don't understand why your videos are not this big, why your channel is not like 1 million subscribers by now. But then it's because of this, we don't support each other. And then in that moment, we kept talking about this and how, you know, like how expensive it is to make videos and how difficult it is to travel inside Africa, and how we don't support each other, and how all of us YouTubers should come together and support each other. And then we said, you know what, let's do this on a live. And Mika is like, let's do it on a live tonight. And I'm like, okay. So we're like, okay, let's go home now. So we both said good night, and then here we are.
Yeah, I just, you know, just stood right away and it woke and it came back and doing this right now. What I want to say to that, which I think there's a good side to this, but also there's a bad side. Good side is this, that it's amazing to see African countries, African people supporting Africans not from their country. It's good to see that, because it shows that we are making a progress, that I am Tanzanian, I support Ethiopian YouTuber, Habesha, right? It shows like we are breaking the barriers of just, oh, it's my country, I'm going to support my people. That's a wonderful and a good side. And that's what changed people a lot. Like if today, Habesha, you come to Tanzania and you see a lot of Tanzanians knows you because of the videos that you've been doing, you're going to feel amazing, right? We have seen that everywhere. So for that, I want to applaud for those Africans who support Africans who are not from their countries. Because we want one Africa, and that's how we build one Africa. So I appreciate you guys. We applaud that keep doing that. Yeah. On the other side, again, you cannot force, for example, when I look back in Tanzania, I'm like, really, I kind of feel like, man, people they're saying no to this guy. So I cannot force everyone to support me just because I'm Tanzanian. They're like, you know what, you're Tanzania. You have to make a content that I will be willing to support you for your content. You have to earn my subscription, right? So you need to make a content that it's gonna actually motivate me to do that and to do it again and to come to watch and to come to do again and again and again. So that's one side, but another side that it's quite hurting that personally I have, you know, that side, and you have that, and I'm telling you, we can bring here 10 YouTubers and they will say the same thing. Yeah, they'll say the same thing, that even myself, I have this issue, that when and by the way, even Jesus, he was not supporting from his own town, but we can. That's what you said. Even he was not supporting from his own town. So in a way, we are fulfilling the process, the promise, and we are not going to stop just because my people are not supporting me. I'm not going to stop talking about Tanzania just because maybe some they're not supporting you. You're not going to talk about, I'm going to stop this. I'm not going to do this anyway. But that's why we are having this conversation, because we want to get better. We want to get better. There are things, guys, 254 people are watching here right now. We all have to get better. Us as YouTubers, there's a ways we have to get better. We have to unite our people. We have to work for our people. But at the same time, you guys as viewers, as supporters, and people who are supporting us, you also have to get better. And one of the ways that we can do this is begin to support. You supporting people from outside, beautiful. That's one Africa we're talking about. But we have to support to support, because when you support me, you're supporting Africa. When you're supporting Habesha, you're supporting Africa. When you're supporting what am I supporting Africa? Tunachek, Wongel, all these amazing people, you're actually supporting Africa. And that's what we're talking about.
And not only supporting, like, if you don't support, don't discourage.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's a good one.
That's very big, because I have, like, the people who come and comment or whatever are people who are not subscribed, people who don't follow me on Instagram, or people who don't follow me on TikTok. They're just random people. They would come and they write like nasty comments or just super discouraging things, just insults, and then they go away. You know? So I'm like, if you can support, at least don't discourage.
Yeah.
Please. Because you know, at the end of the day, we got hearts, we got, you know, we're also humans. We're not made out of steel.
Yeah.
We got testament.
Look at what my brother here, Jonathan, is saying. This, I love these unexpected streams, but you are messing with my schedule. I have a meeting in a few, and Mad, I can't fully be engaged during my Zoom meeting, but you know, you will be on my split screen. I love to my brother Jonathan, man. I appreciate that. I just had to do that. But yeah, Habesha, I am very happy that we are having this conversation. Yesterday I was quiet, and you even asked me. You say, "Are we boring you?" Because you know, we met like 3 people, and Habesha here and her friend, they were just talking about stuff, and I was just sitting there listening to you, looking at you, and sometimes I was checking my phone, and you kind of felt like you're boring. You're like, "Are we boring you by talking all these stories?"
Yeah.
But one thing that was going on there, I was so far away. I was thinking about all these things you say, and I was learning as well, because new things, right? I'm listening, and I'm like, oh, sounds like, it feels like something that we can talk about. But you know, I'm still processing and listening and all this stuff, because you know, we have to listen to one another, right?
Yeah.
We have to listen to one another. We have to support one another. And as I said, at the end of the day, guys, I don't want to leave you impression like I'm forcing you guys to support us. I'm never gonna force you, because you guys, you wanna be satisfied. Like, how can I say? Even me myself, I want you guys to subscribe when you know that, oh man, this is something that I can engage. This is something that I want to support. This is something that I want to believe in. Not just doing for the sake of doing, but something that, you know, that this is part of me, and I want to go ahead and support. That's the impression that we're leaving. But it's important for us to have this conversation, because we have to be brutally honest with ourselves, and we have these issues in our society. Like, we as Africans, we segregate each other and our people, and we're being racist with our people within the country. Somebody mentioned here, Mika, please talk about albino. That is the whole new topic of another day, but that is an issue I've seen in so many places, and I'm not proud to talk about it. That just because someone is albino, I am being racist toward this person, right? I'm being offensive toward this person, right? But me personally, when I was going to middle school, my close friend, she was an albino. She was an amazing girl. She was an amazing girl. She was beautiful.
I personally find them to be very attractive.
Yes. She was an amazing, she was great. She was like, man, like there's no different. And that was very my close friend. I don't know where she is at right now, but she was amazing. So this topic, we can talk about this, another time. But the point that I'm making is this, that let's be annoying with our own things. Like, man, Africa, we have to stand. We have 1.3 billion people plus. We have to stand and to support our people like never before. Like, you African? It's a reason for me to support you.
My people.
I'm African. All right.
Yeah, my
people. Don't hate on other people. Don't hate on other countries. But let's support Africa.
Let's love the way we want to be loved, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's love the way we want to be loved. Like for me, whenever someone and comes or be good to me or be nasty to me, my response always is, I'm simply a mirror.
Yes.
So I am simply a mirror. When you see me, if you see beauty and if you see intelligence, if you see something great, it's because that is in you. And I'm just a reflection of that. And when you see me, if you see ugly, if you see anger, if you see jealousy or whatever, that's just a reflection of how you're feeling inside. So this is also like, this is how I apply it to my life. And you also, like, if something like this come up to you, don't let it get to you. Whoever is watching this, just know that it's just a reflection, has nothing to do with you. So when we're like supporting also other people, like, I am African, this person is African, she represents me. So whenever she's going and doing these things, it's me, you know, like, that's me. I couldn't be there, but this person is there representing me because I am. Because when I go there, they're not going to say, this girl is Ethiopian, this girl is from Addis Ababa. They're going to say, this woman is African, or this woman is just black, you know, and that represents everyone.
All right. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
First of all, I appreciate Ezra. Ezra is saying this, that Mika and Habesha Traveller, please know that you Tanzanians and Ethiopians supporting you respectively, but not as much as they should. And I couldn't agree with that more. 100%. We always have to remind each other this again and again and again. And we appreciate all the support that is coming. If you're one of them that is supporting, I want to say this, guys, bless you. We're not disregard you, or we're not putting you aside there. Most of the time, guys, all the stream, all the videos I do here, you just see me here appreciating. That's what I do. Always appreciating. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the support. I'll see some other comments say that, oh, Mika, you deserve more than just these subscribers you have. But I'll always be, oh, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys, because we do appreciate that. If you're playing that role, then it's good. But this message is that another percentage of people, or people who they are, you know, for some reason, not because maybe they, if someone hates your content, please, I mean, don't subscribe if you hate my content. That's good, yes. But if we're just doing this because of some other reasons that are, you know, we need to ask ourselves twice. Like, you know, so you want like a white face to come here and to start talking about Africa? Do they care about Africa more than I do?
Yeah.
No, it's not true.
It's also Africa. It's also like for me, for example, like 83 or 85% of the views are people who are not subscribed. And it's also because it's a big chunk, you know, but we also have to communicate it like this, not to say like, oh, you don't support us, you don't do this for us, you don't do that. It's also to let you know that by subscribing, liking, sharing, or commenting in the videos, you're actually supporting us. And we have to communicate that with you, because maybe you don't know that, you know. So like, it's also important for us to repeat it whenever we say like, share, comment, and subscribe. That is because we're trying to tell you, like, we really need it, because without that, it doesn't matter, because the YouTube algorithm doesn't really push it towards other people, you know. We're also telling people to support us, because, you know, we are doing something good. But at the same time, those who actually watch us, but they're not subscribed, to subscribe, because they just didn't know that being, you know, like, subscribing is a good thing for us. So we also want to communicate that with you.
Wow, I just check right now. I appreciate for that. I just check right now, but I want to appreciate, because there's a huge change in Swahili Nation. So I want to show this, because I've been talking about this. First of all, guys, before I show this, please give a round of applause to yourself. You guys have been very supportive, and there's a big change happening, and I want to show this exclusive. Look at this right now. Not subscribed. People who are watching this channel and they're not subscribed is 51%. That's more than half. People who subscribed and they're watching this channel is 48.2. This is a big change, because last time I checked, Habesha, last time I checked, it was 79% to 21%. Yeah, like 79 they didn't subscribe, 21% they subscribed. But this thing, and I didn't check this for a long time, But checking this today, it's almost half-half. Not subscribed. Like people who are watching our videos and they haven't subscribed is 51.9. People who subscribed and are watching a video is 48.2. So it's almost close. But this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to do everything opposite.
Yeah.
You Habesha Travel, you'll tell me as well for your channel. What about your channel?
Look. So it's can you see it? Here. So it's 77% not subscribed, 22. Yeah, 22%. Right? Yeah, percent is subscribed, and the other one is 70-something%. That's 70-something% is not subscribed.
That's exactly where I came from. That's exactly where I came from, and we're gonna change that. We're gonna change that because now it's just to let you guys know.
Oh, it's here. So it's So it's 71% subscribed here, and 28.
And 28 something.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw it. So we're gonna change this because this is to tell you guys that actually you guys are watching our videos. People are watching, but they're not subscribing, right?
Yeah.
So for that, I will say this. That's where I came from, Habesha. And I'm surprised because I'm just checking this right now. And I want to appreciate you all who keep subscribing, right? But we need to turn this upside down. It has to be opposite. It has to be like Habesha Traveller there. It has to be like 70-something% they subscribe, 20-something% they haven't subscribed, right? We have to change that thing because anyways, I don't want to go and start saying that you guys subscribe on CNN and
BBC. Like you guys don't feel bad that we're telling you this, but we just have to communicate it with you because maybe you just don't know. You don't know that it's important for us that you subscribe because YouTube algorithm is very funny, you know, because when people are not subscribed or people are not, touching the notification bell, and when they're not like clicking on the videos, YouTube thinks that this channel is not interesting and it kills it and it pushes it backwards. And you don't really see the videos, even though they're amazing videos, you know? So that's why it's very important. And we appreciate you guys if you like kind of subscribed, and it will be like really nice and we love you.
Yes.
Sweeties.
Indeed. And that actually the one that I show that is not like lifetime, it's just January. So January things are changing, right? From January. But if I go to lifetime, it's not the same. Oh, let me show here. Because you guys have to see this, all right? Just like you. So for January, that means right now things are changing.
So it's good.
This is lifetime. You see? 70.2% of viewers here in Swahili Nation, they haven't subscribed. This is lifetime. That means ever since I started. And on 29.8, they subscribed. So this is what we are talking about, right? That actually a lot of people are visiting channel, are watching video, maybe another video, and then another video, but they're not subscribing. But, we appreciate for that 29.8, but we can do better. That's what we're trying to say, right?
Yes.
You guys, I'm not going to leave you guys alone, all right? We're saying the same thing to the government, we're saying the same thing to everything. Oh, we're going to say the same thing to us. And you guys, please say the same thing to us as well. Be like, you YouTubers, that's why we're not subscribing. You're talking a lot about this. Tell us, please. Tell us. Brutally honest. Tell us. Can take it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so one last thing before we get out of here. My wish, I know this, and we're going to need to come up with something as YouTubers. Last time I was having conversation here with Wodemaya and Tuna Check. I had this conversation a little bit with Wonga as well to have this, YouTubers, association. But one thing that is sad is that for us Africans to travel within Africa is more expensive. Than to go somewhere else to travel and to do some whatever, right? And you share with me today in a private setting. I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you share with me that you travel how many countries in Europe?
I traveled 18 countries in Europe in 8 months for 4,000 euros.
For 4,000 euros, 8 months, 18 countries in Europe. But what if you decide to come to travel in African country? How many countries will you travel with that money?
Max maybe 2.
2. All right. So
no.
All right. So that's why, guys, we are having this conversation.
Yeah.
And I think there's a way for us, if for example, if you have a association, it will be very easy for us to present this to, you know, whatever it is. If we have this association, then we can stand together and be like, all right, guys, we are doing a hell of a work to represent our countries, to represent Africa to the world. This is what we do. This is what we do. And you guys are watching us, and you guys, why don't you at least easing up? Because I'm telling you this, easing up a little bit of this restriction, so that us as a creators, we can come and make content for our countries.
Yeah.
For the continent we love, for other people. Because I don't know, maybe I should ask you this. So if it was not that expensive to do tourism in Africa, if it was not that expensive, let's say if it was the same with the European countries that you travel, would you do that content? Would you still do for European countries you travel, or you do for African countries instead?
That's not even a question.
I gotta ask you.
I'm doing Africa, obviously. First Africa. I mean, I'm a traveler. I want to see the rest of the world, but it always starts from home. For me, yes. I've seen the north, the south, the east, and the west of Ethiopia, and I finished. There's always some place to see, and I would always go, and I would always invest in my country. Whatever dime that I have, I try to spend it here. But if I had a little bit more, if I was cheaper, I would definitely go to other African countries and make it possible. And when I finish my own continent, that's when I want to go to other continents, because we are travelers and we want to see more. But since it's so expensive and so difficult in so many ways, that you make it really difficult. So whenever I go live, I always say to people, like, please do support people who are doing African contents, because it's not only expensive, but also difficult in so many ways. Because it's difficult to get visas, it's difficult to move around. In some countries, the transport is not even, like, it's crazy. And in most of the countries, they only have luxury hotels, and they don't even have like hostels or something. And we YouTubers who are like broke, we don't really have that much money. So it's very difficult. So when you see these travelers who are traveling inside Africa, like, seriously support them. Like, not, if you can support them by their Patreon, PayPal or something, at least support them by sharing their videos, subscribing to their channel, commenting and sharing. It's very, very important, because when we go to these places and we make video, the amount of money, time and energy we spend is monumental. And then to come and to see that nobody appreciates it, or the critics is like to put you down, and instead of lifting you up or giving you some type of support, you know, even critics, there is a way to criticize someone, like, but I mean, it's the internet, so there's a lots of troll, there's a lots of whatever, you know, people who don't talk shit, basically. But but you know, I would say definitely support people. If you have the means and the capacity and the money or whatever, even when they come to your country, like, host people. For me, everywhere I go, I just posted in my channel, like, hey, like, I'm coming to this country, you got a sofa for me.
All right.
You know?
Yeah. Let me say this. Somebody has been very brutally honest with me. And again, guys, as I said, this year we are brutally honest with each other. So I'm just going to read this comment. Better ideas. They say, Mika, please, if you don't subscribe, don't call us hypocrites. Just mention her channel and leave the choice to your viewers. As long as she doesn't promote her choice, like tattoos, we might subscribe. All right. First of all, better ideas, thank you for being brutally honest with me. And I accept that. I accept. And I want to say this, that you guys are not hypocrite.
Nobody said that.
you know, at the beginning I mentioned something like that, so I understand why he's saying this, right? So
okay.
I want to, yes, I mentioned something like that before you came. I want to say this, that you guys are not hypocrite. There were a lot of context I was talking, mentioning that word, but I want to take it back and say that you are not hypocrite for not subscribing, because we have to understand, us as a YouTuber, Habesha here and me, and I know all other YouTubers understand this, that YouTube, it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time. I cannot come here and blame you guys that you guys are not subscribing, you guys are not supporting. Maybe you have never seen my channel.
Yeah.
Maybe you've never, because there's a lot of channels in this world. Maybe you've never seen it. So you have a point that for us, our expectation as well is not asking everybody that, oh, guys, you're not subscribing, you guys are really bad. We do understand that it takes time. Like when you see, for example, look at where Wodemaya is right now, right? He has above 1 million subscribers, but it took time for him.
I'm so happy for him.
We are proud of him. He's our brother,
Very.
African, you know what I'm saying? And we support him. But it didn't take 1 year or 2 years to get there. It took time. People, they had to believe in his content. People, they had to believe in what he does. And people, they had to to wait. Maybe even for him, he has the same issue. Like the number of people who they subscribe, they watch. It's the same struggle to a lot of YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have 1 million viewers, then at least your video might have like 500,000 viewers. But that's not what is happening a lot of time, right? But so it takes time to be there, for people to trust your craft and to subscribe and to be part of your family. So for that, I acknowledge that. And just mention a channel and leave the choice to your viewer. Definitely. That's what exactly we are doing right here. That guys, support our people. If you were here, you never heard anything about Habesha Traveller before, you're seeing her for the first time, go there. I'll tell you this. Yeah, don't just subscribe. Don't just subscribe. Okay, go there. If you want to satisfy yourself, watch the video, watch one, watch another one, watch another one, watch another one, and satisfy yourself. If there's something you don't like about her, you can always comment to see how you comment again, how you express yourself. Because you cannot just say, you know, I don't like you, this, and this. Man, we're a human being too, right? But express, like, be constructive, like give constructive ideas. Just like these two different parts that you're mentioning here, better ideas. This is for me, I'm just glad that you're saying this, because I see your point. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that you express these two parts, it's very beautiful. It's well said. And then the last part, I'll leave it to you. As long as she doesn't promote her choice like tattoos, we might subscribe. This is something that you need to respond to.
Yes. Well, about the tattoo, it's actually henna. So it's kind of going to go away in 3 days. But I am putting this to represent the culture, because there are people who are putting the tattoos from, the West and not appreciating people who have it as their cultural, traditional, and from their tribal tattoos. And that's why I put it to represent the culture. And nobody forces nobody to do anything. So if you don't like tattoos, I don't say to people put on tattoos, but where I put it is to say that don't shame people who have tribal tattoos. So don't worry, I won't be forcing you to have a tattoo or anything like that. I just represent the culture and I teach you what it means and where it comes from. It's basically just teaching the culture. Yeah. And I'll be very happy you come and you check out my channel. And then if you like it, you stay, and I'll be very happy to have you. And if you don't like it, you're also welcome. Of course, it's your own choice. But I am here because it's good that we collaborate, we connect with people, because if I didn't come here to Mika, that you wouldn't know anything about me, right? So it's also a way of connecting people. It's a way of connecting African YouTubers to other African viewers and to everyone,
Yes.
Yeah, and it's so true. Like someone says here, not all YouTubers are for everyone, and that's okay. Exactly. Because I could be, like a vanilla, he could be chocolate. The taste, like not everybody likes all types of desserts, right?
You got that right.
you know. So like we were saying this also at the dinner time. We said we can make the same type of content, and then the way we deliver it, maybe some people might like mine, but maybe some people might like the way he delivers it better. So instead of watching me, he would watch him. So there is, in this platform, there's a space for everyone, and not everybody is everybody's cup of tea. And I know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But hey, if you come and maybe we like each other and we hang out, we be friends.
Well, and somebody here says she's a great ambassador for Ethiopia and Africa. If you have seen her Europe videos, you will know what I mean. Somebody said, Mika, love your cause, and that's why I'm here. And also say, Mika, please note that I am one of the early subscribers from 28.4% of your lifetime. That's about the Habesha Traveller. I didn't know, which I will check it out and do the same. Man, I appreciate for that. You see, so there's a
and he's from Ethiopia.
Yes, I hope you check your subscribers before we started this, because we gotta appreciate them when this happens. Our people, they're going to subscribe them, and that's a beautiful thing. Let me read a couple comments here. Okay, the brain, it says the more you subscribe, the bigger the bill for YouTube. So this gives you power to charge Americans bigger bills than they would normally expect to pay to Africans. Come on, man. I'm talking this is Professor, you know, Professor as the brain. We call him the brain here.
The brain,
from there. He don't just spit out, but it's coming from there, from the knowledge. Look at what he said. Another. If you want to force neo-colonialists to pay more, then subscribe, like, and share. I like this. I love this, brain. I know what you're doing here. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. So, wow. So this is another angle that we can talk about. If you guys want, but this is good. I think we need to use this. The brain. I think we need to use this. That's why I call you the brain. We need to use this. Use that, guys. If you want to force neo-colonialists to pay more
to
YouTubers, you need to subscribe.
True.
That's truth, man. If you let's say we have 10 million subscribers, do you know, man, all that money, it comes from them, and then it's coming to Africa. It's being invested in the African media, in the move, whatever we do. Man, come on, guys.
Yeah. YouTube also pushes like more of their videos to the algorithm rather than ours.
Exactly. It's the time for them to pay us. Us.
I have noticed this because remember I was telling you about this YouTuber, I'm not going to mention who, and we would post at the same time because, you know, like they were here, and but when you open YouTube, the algorithm pushed his video more than anyone's than ours. You know, so yeah.
Oh yeah, this the brain. I'm gonna use this for good, for real. This is beautiful. This is well said, man. I don't know why I never thought about this. That's why we have the brain, man.
You're so excited about this screenshots.
I am very excited. Yes, because they're paying us. But you know, YouTubers, African YouTubers, they are having the difficult job in the world, and most of them, they're making a good content.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Someone complained one time to me, like when I said, like, yeah, if you guys, like, you know, if you want, you can support us by PayPal, and then complained saying that YouTube pays you. Like, why are you guys? I'm tired of you YouTubers begging for money. Like, why are you this and that something? And I said, well, you see, our channel is like, you know, when you pay for your internet, it's the same thing. When you pay for your Netflix, it's a show that you see. When you pay for your cable TV, you know, that cable TV get their money from, advertisements, whatever. But
Exactly.
we get it from you. So you supporting us, don't see it like being a beggar. This is actually like our job. So it's our job. And when you give like a PayPal or a Patreon, you're actually supporting this channel because you really appreciate and like the content that this channel brings you. So you want to pay for it so you can get more from this channel, and you want to support this creator to create even more beautiful things, to get out of their small spaces where they can't afford, so they can afford for a little bit more. And the more Patreon and the more PayPal that they have more equipment, they have more help, they can go to a bigger and much better content. So for that person, I listened and I'm just like, oh man, like if only we could say, like, could you say this to your employer as well? Like, I work for you, but then don't expect me to pay you, like, to get paid. So I mean, don't see it like that. Do support if you can. This is not force as well. This is not force. It comes from your kindness. And if that doesn't come, it's, subscription is a bigger payment than anything. And watching, of course.
Yeah, you said really big thing that we don't think of. I've mentioned here before about, no, the brain. The brain mentioned this before about Netflix and every stuff. It was like, guys, I asked here that how many people are having, Netflix account here. And people, honestly, my people are very honest. They just raise their hands that I have Netflix account. And I was like, you guys, you haven't subscribed. And the brain, he said that, you guys, you subscribe on this Netflix, you pay per month, like how much money? You pay I don't even remember like how many dollars you pay. Yeah. Why not using that to support a YouTuber out there? Yeah. Why not using that as a membership? Because we have membership that you can choose anyone that you want. If it is 2.99, it's 2.99, imagine. And then you go to $4.99 a month.
Yeah.
Right? You go to 29, you go to 49, you go to 99. A month, guys, 2.99. Something that we have YouTube, some of us, we have like a YouTube Premiere, we pay a month. We have Netflix, we have Hulu, we have cables, we pay, and all this money.
Spotify.
Yes, we pay for them. People, some of them even, they don't even care about Africa. Of course, nobody cares about Africa but Africans, right? But we are feeling stingy to support our own people. And this, again, I'm talking about those who don't support. And don't worry, some of you, your country, you cannot do membership. I understand that. We know that our super chat, we understand that. But I was emphasizing to that because if you are kind of person that you never give anything to anyone, not to any, so you don't have Netflix, you don't know what the heck is that, you don't know anything, then I'm just saying that, yeah. But most of time we are very supportive with the things that they don't represent us. They don't mean anything to us. We support them. Like, if you can see, I'm telling you right now, go on Google, write how much money Netflix they make from Africa. Just write it, and you can see they're still coming. Okay, I don't have anything on Netflix, so they're not gonna burn me. But
I mean, for me, it's nice to have Netflix, right? For me, it's more like telling people that our channels are also services. Our channels also cost money and time and energy. So it's more like to say, you can have your Netflix, you can have your Hulu, you can have your whatever, but we want you also to see our channels like that. And when you support us, we want you to understand that it's also, you're getting the same type of service, but a different type of channel, So like, we just want you to know that you can have those, but see it like that. It's not just because it's on YouTube and it's internet free that they think like this doesn't cost any money, or YouTube pays you more money. But YouTube AdSense doesn't really pay you much, So even if it's like $1 a month from, I don't know, 50 or 100 or 200 subscribers, it's a big help. So, I mean, you can have all your subscriptions, but at the same time, if you're helping a YouTuber, see it like you're paying another service, you know, because this is a service. Because we can go to these places. Like for me, I traveled for 15 years and I worked 6 months a year. I traveled 6 months a year. But now I made my job to be YouTube, so I can do this full time. So, which means that I don't have any other job. Like my full-time job is this. So my full-time job is I spend all nights and all day making contents, editing, posting and everything. And while we're out there, like we're giving our face, we're giving our privacy, our everything, like we're putting everything out there online. So for some people to think that this is not a service, that's why we just share it, because this is a service. And if you want to support this service, it's much and highly recommended and appreciated. Yes. There I said it.
Yeah. The brain said, imagine you have the power to make YouTube pay more, and they have set their algorithm so that the more you interact with their content, the more we force them to transfer money to Africa. Man, the brain, you're going to need to have your own session to talk about this, because I'll tell you the truth. This is what happens. If we support our own, first of all, it's very unlikely for even YouTube themselves to take down the channel that brings a lot of viewers, millions of viewers, and millions of money. They can't take it down. Like, even if there's something happening, they will contact you, they will talk to you, because you are generating a lot of income to them. They're getting it. They need you. It's a business, guys. You don't want to lose your client.
Yeah.
But if you have a big support, they need you. And that's what we're asking. When you have a bigger support, then you actually have a say. Let's say if you have the most subscribers channel in Africa, I'm telling you, like, you basically owning YouTube. Like, you have like 100 million subscribers and you're African in Africa. You're like, even when they want to make decision, they talk to you first.
Yeah. That
we want to make this because you basically own it. You have a big share. That means if there's anything you don't like and you say something, man, do you know how many people they can run away, walk away from it? And do you know how many people they will be like, you know what, forget about this, right? I'm just walking away. And they don't want to lose that. Yeah. So I'm saying this, but I gotta be very careful. I appreciate so much YouTube for this platform that they've given us.
Yeah.
To be able to express ourselves to our people, to spread the message. And I appreciate that my channel is still safe, because these guys, they appreciate the message and things that we do here. So YouTube, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your service and for what you do. You gave us a job. You gave us a job, and we're doing something. We appreciate that. I just gotta be honest with that.
Not just the job, but also a platform to connect with people. You know, because as I told you, because my main plan was to make a TV show, and I tried to connect with channels, and that's another story. But I'm very grateful that there is YouTube, because I was able to share my experience and my thoughts and all this beautifulness of my country and other countries on YouTube. So I'm very glad that there is a platform like this, so we can connect with you.
Yeah, exactly. Habesha, I want to appreciate you for coming here today.
Yes,
I want to appreciate for the good work you're doing.
Thank you.
Keep doing it. And I just hope that Africa will listen, and our countries, and I cannot wait to see your content from different countries in Africa. Finger crossed to that. I cannot wait to watch them. And I'm here now, so we're definitely gonna do collabs. I would love to travel somewhere to have some experience of Habesha Traveller.
Yes.
On that day, I'll be Swahili Nation Traveller, One Africa Traveller. I'll be with you, so I cannot wait for that. And I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Support Habesha Traveller. That's the name of her channel. Go subscribe. Again, watch her video. You like it, subscribe. You don't like it,
you don't subscribe.
Give suggestions, right? Constructive suggestions that first, the best thing when you give suggestion, find out why this person is doing this, because everything someone is doing, they have a reason behind that. Exactly. So find out the reason why, and then give your suggestion that, oh, here and there and this and this and this. We're always open for that. So do that so that we may build and not destroy. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys have different eyes, have different IQs. Like, look at the angle the brain is bringing right now. This is another level, you know what I'm saying? So when we come together, we have something really huge. So please do that for Habesha Traveller. And yeah, and it's amazing. And to all other YouTubers out there who are doing an amazing work to represent our continent.
Yes.
Yes.
And the name is right there. Like, if you can't spell it, I think it's under my video, right?
Yeah. Habesha Traveller.
Yeah.
I'll definitely show here again. At the beginning, I show the channel here. I'll show you again for you guys. Yeah, so Habesha Traveller, I will let you go for now, but I will show here. This is her channel, guys. Go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, subscribe and support. You know.
Yes.
So on. So why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not is a good one. Why not?
All right. I appreciate it. I'll let you go for now, and then I'll be closing the session.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you everyone for having me as well. And I hope I'll see you on my channel, and we get to hang out together and experience beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
And I send you lots of kisses and hearts and hugs and lots of love.
Yeah. I appreciate that, Bishop.
Yeah. Bye.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. That was Habesha Traveller. Please go and support. Again, this is her channel. Check it out, the content she make. And yeah, support us, advise, and whatever you can. It's amazing. It helps us. What we talk today, it's very important. I know there's a lot of creators out there. Maybe you might be wanting to start a YouTube. You might be wanting to start this thing. So when we're having this conversation, you guys, you know exactly what's going on and know exactly how to prepare yourself if you want to start something like this. So you need to work your butt off. You need to do a lot of work, because if you can see Habesha Traveller, it shows there like it shows like it started from 2020. But that's a YouTube. I want to believe that the work is started way before. She has been traveling for 15 years, right? So it takes a lot of time. You guys, you see Swahili Nation 2 years now, but it's been making for 9 years, right? It takes a lot of time to do something and to prepare something and to have something that people can actually watch and enjoy. So you need to put a lot of work, but these honest conversations, they help us to connect with you as well, for you guys to understand. One thing that I would love to share with you guys, some of you guys, and these are things that we all need to support, right? We need to support. We need to do a lot of work to support our people. For example, I'll give you an example, because Africa, we can do better. I'll give you an example, right? I lived in South Korea for 9 years, right? I lived for 9 years, and I did a lot of work to introduce Africa, there, to introduce Swahili in South Korea, to introduce Africa in South Korea. You guys have seen the videos, me going to kindergarten, middle school, high school, and every places, right? I did it. But just the fact that I was there in Korea and doing that, and there's a lot of people who came to Korea because of me. They asked me that, hey, Mika, I really want to go there to study. Please tell me A, B, C, D. I would love to come there. They came there because of me. See what the Korean government did. This is what they did. This is the Korean government. The Korean government, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is honorary citizenship card, Chavala Mika Lucas. And he says this. He says, this certifies that the person above is an honorary citizen of Seoul, November 25th, 2020, Mayor of Seoul. So they gave me this code card that has my picture. It's written here in Korean, but back here they're written in English. They gave me a medal. Maybe one day I will see you. The medal, silver medal, pure silver. They gave me a big letter, written an amazing letter for everything that I've done, for those here, for my contribution to the city of Seoul, the capital city of South Korea. Gold card. Here. I was honored with the mayor, with the cameras, with the news. If you go today on Neva is like Google of South Korea, and you write, you'll find my name as honorary citizen. For what? For what I've done. So this is different countries. South Korea. Sometimes you find people like, you know, they don't even want to go back home because of the respect sometimes they receive for what they're doing. That is another country out there, Asian country. That's how I will not stop speaking good about them because of what they've done. They appreciated it. Yes, I went through some experience, bad and good, but at that, I can show you that. This is not money. They didn't give me money. No, they just say, we appreciate you. Yet, I'm here in Africa. I had a conversation with Wodemaya the other day. He's here in Africa. There's something similar that he was in China, I was in South Korea. Right? He came back to Africa, I came back to Africa. Well, I was having conversation with here the other day, and you guys here. Today I was having conversation with Habesha Traveller here, you know. And maybe other people later on will have them. So all this stuff is because I don't need my government to recognize what I'm doing. I don't need it, because if they don't see, they'll never see it. We don't need it because we're not doing it for recognition. But you guys have a big role to play. And that's why we appreciate you guys. That's why Habesha Traveller, she's telling me here that she sleeps for 2 hours, 3 hours a day. Right? And you guys witnessed that. Some of you were not, maybe you were not understanding that, but here in One Africa Swahili Nation, Pastor Ezra here, and you guys, you had a live stream for 9 hours, 9 hours straight. So you do something like that, do you think you're going to sleep normal like everybody else? And even right now, after I'm finishing this, I think Pastor Ezra, he's going to be coming up for live stream. Pastor Ezra, if you're there, you can come to greet us. They did for 9 hours. You saw the comment from Yenatan that he cannot even focus on his Zoom meeting because of what we're talking, and he's constantly commenting there, sharing comments. You see the brain, you see Senuti, you see Sam here, you see all these amazing people here. Yes, Sak. All these people, they have their own things they're doing, but so we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. All right. In order for Pastor Ezra to start his live stream, to continue with the live stream, I need to stop to continue with the other one. So I'm gonna stop here, guys. This was 2 hours and 13 minutes, but I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate you, and I want to appreciate the brain. This is such an amazing approach. I saw Senotishi say reverse psychology. So this is what we do. We're just going to reverse and talk about this stuff. So I really want to appreciate you guys. And oh, that's good. I'm gonna have an interview with the CEO of Hub of Africa, and she lived in Pyongyang over a year. That's that. Then thank you for that information. For some reason, I haven't been able to listen to the voice note. I don't know, like every time I play, they're not playing. But I appreciate for this information. This is very important to know. All right. Pastor Ezra, are you there? Yeah, I know. Guys, I know there's another live stream will be coming here. So I want to appreciate you. Lastly, and I've seen Super Chat. Oh, somebody actually gave $5 to Habesha Traveller. I saw it there. So Habesha Traveller, whenever you see me, I have your $5. But I'm gonna need to remove those percentage that YouTube takes. And yeah, so I have your $5 Traveller, Habesha Traveller. Anyways, guys, I appreciate. I can't wait for our content with my friend here. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be incredible. For now, I'm signing out, and I'm gonna leave my brother, to come here and to continue to do what he does. Oh yeah, I'll pray. Thank God for everything that has happened, and I'll be leaving. God, we thank you for today. We thank you for everybody that's joined us here today, and for an amazing conversation that I had with my friend here. I know you called us to do what we do, and you're not taking for granted all the love and support that we have. We are grateful. We don't just want to be complaining, but we want to be grateful. For the small thing, we got to be faithful. For the bigger things, we have to be faithful. So help us to continue to be faithful with what we are doing. I pray with these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. All right, guys. Appreciate. I love you all. Oh, I'm living here and somebody's donating. I gotta appreciate Banjula Sense. Come on, man. Appreciate you, brother. It's been a while hearing you. Thank you so much for the giving. It means a lot. I believe Pastor Ezra. Let me give a call to Pastor Ezra. I'm gonna give a call to Pastor Ezra here. See if he's coming or not. Let me surprise him. I'm gonna call him loudspeaker here. Hey, the voice. I appreciate you guys. You guys are gonna continue with the session, I know. Benju, love you, my brother. Yes, I appreciate Yenatan too as well. You you donated today as well. Banju, you say that's for the Dorwat. I appreciate Banju. Thank you so much, man. Hey, Pastor Ezra.
Yeah, His Excellency.
Man, I'm closing the session right now, and I see there's so much love here. People organizing to start a new the stream. So I was calling you to know if you're available for that. And by the way, you're live. I'm putting you on the spot. I'm sorry.
Put me on the spot. Okay. Yeah, maybe we can do a live again. Probably in like what? What time is it now?
Right.
Is it midnight? Like
yes.
After midnight in East Africa. Like I'm almost like 45 minutes behind. I'm like 21:14. I'm gonna make it maybe midnight after 45 minutes. After you close, maybe 30 minutes or so, then we can go live again.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm busy with something. I'm just also wrapping up something that I was pushing. Yeah.
No worries.
So yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
So Pastor Ezra, he says, after we close this, after 30 minutes, we'll be live. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna set that live stream here, and you guys, you can start. Actually, the matter of the fact, I'm gonna set it here right now before I close this. Let me set here right now. All right, so Pastor Ezra.
Yeah.
You sent to me in the WhatsApp message the title, how you want to title it, and then I will just set it up.
Okay. Do it just now.
All right.
All right.
Guys, I love you so much, man. I love you, Pastor Ezra. I love you guys, the team. I love you, members. I love you guys, everybody who's supporting here. You guys are great. So we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ezra, Jonathan is saying, thank you, Pastor Ezra, first for agreeing to do another live stream. He said, we have a lot to get out of our system.
Yeah, I think we I think maybe we're gonna just open the lines and the guys can come and talk about anything. I know most of them have been hungry. Maybe to talk more and not watch more. But we're giving them, we are feeding them about Ethiopia. We're teaching them.
Okay.
School time,
Yeah.
I'm saying it's time to learn about Ethiopia now. So we're giving them time to also learn, not just talk every time. Every time they need to, get some knowledge. Maybe I'm gonna do a Q&A about Ethiopia. People must start answering questions.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So okay, I'll write here the title. And finding the. Let me finding. I'll make the thumbnail as well. Ready for this? Yeah. Oh man, I'm loving this, man. I love this. I love this work.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Oops.
We have a lot to get off off our chest. I love that.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I really miss those sessions too, like so much. I miss those sessions so much. Everything is is with time. So I miss those sessions so much. But my time will come. This guy, look at.
I see.
Guys, I'll give up. The brain is saying, I'll give up bread today if it means hanging out with the family. That's the spirit right there.
Yeah, because I see Banjul talking about 200K campaign.
Yes. Okay, I love this. Let's do it, guys. 200K campaign. How many do we have? Do we need here more? Is 168? Yeah, 168 left. Guys, 168 subscribers to hit 200K. Come on, let's hit it. Let's hit it. Let's hit it, guys. 160. Now 166. Oh, 166? No, 156. 156, guys. 156.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
get to 200K.
Come on, somebody.
I know you have over 100 people tuning in now. Family, please now join now. They better do the right thing.
I have an idea. I think that can be the title. What Banjul Essence commented here, and people, you guys can have however conversation you want to have, but that can be, it's a campaign, right? For 200K today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can we title that? 200K.
Yeah, 200K today. Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah.
This is a good idea, Banjul.
So guys, continue subscribing. Those who are just watching now who have not subscribed, just go down, check below. There's a red button there. Just click on subscribe. There's a bell there, notification bell. Click on that notification bell. Like, and then share with some family members. Let's go. 200K. Let's go.
Come on, somebody. Right here, campaign. One minute. How come I don't know how to spell this word? Campaign. No. I would campaign. Okay, let's do it, family. I'm creating right now. I'm making the new live stream that is gonna start, and making the thumbnail and all those stuff will be out there. Campaign, guys. 200K by today. Ezra, I don't know what you ate today, man. I just love how you say this stuff. He says, let's talk about how to game the game, how to take advantage of the algorithm. Okay. I'm writing that, okay? Because it's in the same thing, you know what I'm saying? How to game the game, how to take advantage of the logarithm. That's good, okay? That's why how to take this guy needs to have his own session. How to take
He's been busy tonight. I've been checking his comments. They've been flooding the.
He's on fire.
The algorithm. He's fighting the algorithm.
He's on fire today. He's on fire, man. I'm not gonna be surprised if Ezra, I see you here in Ethiopia tomorrow. Algorithm. The brain algorithm. I'm gonna see this guy here in Ethiopia, how to take advantage of the algorithm. I love this. This is beautiful. Ezra, Pastor Ezra, Professor Ezra, this is beautiful. Banju, this is beautiful. We need this. This is what I was saying, man, guys. We have to look on the bright side. YouTube, if you do this, man, I'm telling you, YouTube themselves, they'll be like, all right, guys, let's leave these guys alone. If we get rid of these guys, we're getting rid of our own market. Let's say. As usually, it takes a long time to make a thumbnail. I'm writing something here. I'm making something. A thumbnail. $200K. 200K.
Yeah, family, whoever is who's just tuning in, if just make sure that you have subscribed, because I know some people are not sure how to go about it. Just make sure. There's a red icon just right down below. Just go and click on that button. It's called subscribe. Then it will turn gray into subscribed. Then you know that you're a member. You can now join us and see more of our posts and our live streams.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Pastor Ezra right there, guys. You might not
just go and just check quickly.
You might not listen to my voice, but you can't ignore Pastor Ezra's voice. That's a kind voice right there. Even me, I don't ignore when he talks. Okay. I made something here. Let me put it there. Man, this is people's channel. It's people's channel, man. And I'm just loving that we are family. And we are part of the family. Here's your place, man. You had ideas. You always wanted to talk about Africa. You wanted to raise your voice. Man, this is the place you can do that. So let's protect. Personally, I'm being careful with things I say because I need to be careful because, you know, if I do anything stupid, it's not just about me, it's about the entire community, it's the entire people. So it's a huge responsibility to make sure that to be faithful with this and to take good care of it so that it may continue to be here as long as it takes. Yeah, that's the big burden that I have. I told you guys before that there's already one warning here. But we're going to try. One thing that I want to see is I don't want to see receiving any warning or any strike or anything because you can get, I mean, that's very dangerous to get. So I have a big responsibility to keep that and to make sure that we protect. That's why I always ask you guys when you comment, when you do all this stuff, then always make sure that it's not something so that we may protect. All right, guys, I've already made another live stream. Oh, wow, it's already 853. We still have like 147 left. I already made another live stream and it's not live yet, but so Pastor Ezra.
Yeah, His Excellency.
Yeah, I think I will leave you so that you may finish your thing. And how long is it going to take?
Yeah, let's give it another 20 minutes from now. We should go live.
Okay.
And yeah, let's take it from there.
Okay. All right. That's good.
And just to remind the family as well about the meetup and the collaboration on Thursday. I don't know if you want to run through that again, His Excellency, just to remind the guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, thank you for reminding me that. Thank you so much, Your Excellence. Yes. All right, guys. So after 20 minutes, Ezra will be in the new stream that I already created. It's there. I want to remind you again, guys, about the Thursday event. The Thursday event. So let me show you here. So this Thursday, guys. Let me show you here, guys, on the screen for now. Here in the community tab, this Thursday, guys, February 3rd. This Thursday, guys, February 3rd. I want to remove this. February 3rd. If you're here in Ethiopia, wherever you are, make your way to the Alban Center from 8:30 a.m. The event is going to be from 8:30 a.m. all the way to 12 in the afternoon, the noon. But there's something you need to do, and this is what you have to do. So you have to send the name. My name Mika. Just write Mika. Oh, it's not here. Again, I need to. Okay, this one here. So this is what you have to do. You have to type the name Mika and send it to 6121 as a text. And you can send that text as many times as you can. Mika 6121. And, you know, they will pick up like 55 names due to the COVID restriction. Not everybody can be there, but we can have 55 people that I will meet on Thursday morning, 8:30, all the way to 12. We can just meet up, share. If you guys have any questions to ask about Swahili Nation, about One Africa, about, you know, me, about whatever that you guys have, you know, you'll have that opportunity. It's the opportunity for me and meeting with those people who always wanted to meet, wanted to connect. All right, so we'll meet. This will be our first meeting on Thursday. We cleared all other things because I told the team, I told them that, hey, this is really important. And my people want to meet me. I want to meet up with them because that's the reason why I'm here. So there's so many things that are going on. But for this, we had to set that schedule from that morning in order to meet you guys. That's why we said, you see, guys, we said it on Thursday. You might ask, why is Thursday? Why not Saturday or why not Sunday? Because, man, all those days, there's other things that we are doing. I might be on the trip to go somewhere. There's already a booking. There's already a lot of stuff. So that's why we're doing on Thursday, because we have to push some stuff and to make sure that we get a venue also on that day, as well as, you know, just to let other things go so that we can make it happen. So for those who are asking why not other day, that's the reason. And take advantage of that. Even myself, my concern was, oh, some people are working. If we put time like this, people, they're not going to be working. How can we expect them to be there? But, you know, it's because there's no other choice, guys. My schedule is very tight, and there's so many things that I do all the time. I barely sleep, but I am on a mission. I will take a rest when I go back home at the end of the day, but we need to get this done. So do that if you're here, 6121, and yeah, we're going to be able to meet. That's pretty much what I can say. Okay, now I think we have like 10 minutes left. So I will stop here, and you guys will be having another live stream there. I already said the live stream. Maybe just to show you, let me show you here. So this is the new live stream. Go and check it out. How to take advantage of the algorithm. Campaign for 200K today. What Africa? So go, guys. You can set a reminder there. Is that very soon? But you know, this is what I can do. Pastor Ezra will be coming here after, I guess, 10 minutes. So I will stop this, and then I will start live there for some time for you guys to come and to join and everything. So this is what I will do here. I will actually start live there. Okay, it's live already. So you guys can go. You have 2 lives right now. If I refresh this, you'll be able to see it here. This one, it's live already. So you can go there. You can actually move from this live stream and go there. It's fine. Yes, guys. Leave here and go to the other live stream. This is the one. If you want a easy way, then I'll just share with you guys the link here. If you click this link, it will lead you to the other live stream. Okay, you can leave me now.
Okay. Let's meet on the other stream. Maybe people can just quickly grab a cup of water, snacks, whatever.
Exactly.
And then we should be starting anytime. yeah. Those who wanna make some coffee quickly, make some coffee, and then let's chat.
Yeah. So guys, do that. Go and do that. Even in this live stream, I'll put, because the campaign for 200,000. So I'll put that page there. Yeah, so you guys you can see it, the page there as well. All right, guys, here you can go to the second live stream, and I will also put it there as well. All right. Okay, guys, I appreciate you. I will leave after one more subscriber. We have, okay, 856. We need one more. Oh, yes. Banjul, I just did that. One more subscriber, guys. Let me go, man. Just subscribe. One person. Allow me to go. I'm not going to leave here without having another one more subscriber. 86. 86, guys. 86. 860. And then that means it will be like we still have like one. Hey, we got it too. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Okay. Bye-bye, guys. I love you.